Hello, my name is Theo. I am a maintainer and co-author for modl, and in this video I will show you how to set up modl and I will showcase its features. If you want to skip to the feature showcase, the timestamp should be shown on screen now. Alrighty, so the first thing in our installation will be to register our server. For this demonstration, I'm going to be using a temporary email address, but you should probably use an email that is not a temporary email address. The server name, this would be your server name, and then whatever server subdomain that you want to use. You can obviously use a custom domain later on in the setup process, but you're going to have to pick something for now. Okay, and that should send us an email here to set up our panel. And there we go. Our panel is created. This is showcase2.modl.gg. And now we're going to download the plugin. You can find this jar on modrinth, Spigot, Hanger, GitHub, as I'm going to download it from here. And then we're going to install it on our test server. So scp downloads to Oracle proxy plugins. All right, and we can see here, there it is. If you're gonna install it on Velocity, you are gonna have to install signed Velocity on both your proxy and your Spigot servers. So we're going to start up our Velocity proxy. And we're going to get prompted with an error saying that modl needs the API key in order to fully load. And there it is. So we're going to go ahead and stop the proxy. And we're going to look at modl config. Alright, so it generated and it needs this API key right here. We're going to go back to our panel and we are going to find server config and then generate API key. Go ahead and copy this over here. And then you're also going to want to put in your server subdomain. Oh, that is not the subdomain. Oh no. What I am thinking. Our subdomain is showcase2.modl.gg. Save that and then start back up our proxy. And that should take just a moment. Alright, perfect. It is loaded up and it has connected to the API. So we should be able to see that here, modl.gg test server. And I'm going to connect on this account as well. Alright. So since we have two accounts here, we can now see them in the panel as players in the player window. And I'm going to go ahead and assign one of them to this staff account. So I'm going to go ahead and assign Tiger Bong to this one. And effectively that's going to give this Minecraft player all the permissions that my panel account has. Obviously you can invite more staff members here, so you put in their email, select the role, admin, moderator, helper, or whatever roles you create in this tab here. So you can create roles, you can edit them, delete them, and these have granular control over all your different permission nodes. So this would be every punishment type, view tickets, reply to tickets, open close tickets, tags, hide, delete tickets, all the admin stuff. So yeah, so I assigned Tiger Bong, so that means that I think this is that account. Yep. I can go ahead and go in game and I can access all the staff only commands. So this would be the staff menu. We have QCow, so that's another online player. We have reports, recent punishments. There are none because we haven't done anything yet. We can reload model. We can manage our staff members. We can edit the staff roles from here. So if you have admin, you could go ahead and toggle each of these permission nodes and apply those changes. You have your assigned ticket updates. You can toggle on and off your staff notifications, and you have your information here. We're going to go ahead and inspect QCow. So that'll bring up all of his information, such as first login, his online time, if he's banned, if he's muted. You can click on his notes. There's no notes right now, so I'll create a note. Hello. And that'll show up right here. Create more notes. Alt accounts. Obviously, these are logged in on the same IP address, so Tiger Bong would be one of his alt accounts, so you can view his inspect menu there. History, so this would be his ban history. Reports, this would be his report history. You can filter that by different types of reports, and I'm going to go ahead and report him right now actually. So that's going to bring up this menu. You have your quick report commands, which are chat report, hack report, and you have your different report types. Obviously all of this is configurable within the config and locale files. I'm going to report him for cheating, and it's going to prompt me to either skip details or add more details. I'm going to add details using kill aura. So I can cancel it, confirm it, or I can go back. I'm going to confirm that report. And as you can see, since I'm staff, I get a notification in game saying that that player was reported. And since I'm the reporter, I get the option to go in here and I can type another reply. I can see any replies to this ticket and I can attach any details. So these are previous attempts at this video. So I attached an MOV video, send the reply, and then that would be like evidence of the report, you could say. Alright, we're going to go back into the inspect menu for QCow. We're going to see that that report is now there. And if I issue him a punishment, say for cheating, I can make that silent, I could make that stat wiping, and I can make that alt blocking. So this is basically an IP ban, but it also links accounts that are connected via proxy or VPN IPs that are closely linked in date, as well as home IPs that are the same. And then I can also link reports. So I'm going to link this report that I just submitted. I can select all reports or filter by player or chat. I'm going to apply that selection. It's going to show right there. And I'm going to ban this player with a lenient severity. For my reason, I'll say using hacked client. Alright, perfect. This is the punishment. I can modify it, I can link evidence, or I can upload evidence. So if I modify it, that'll open up this menu. To add note, add evidence, pardon punishment, change the duration, or view link tickets or update link tickets. And you can see over here that this account is now banned. This is the message of the punishment type. It's not going to show the reason because that reason is for staff only. So it's going to show it as the note there. And it's going to show me what server I executed it on, as well as an ID and the prompt to modify the punishment. So I can also link evidence here, which would be youtube.com/123, and I can upload evidence. That's going to generate a link for me to upload evidence. So if I want to upload this video again, I can go ahead and do that and save evidence file, and I'd have attached evidence. And if I inspect QCow again and I look at his history, and there we go. Those are the two different evidence that are attached. I think it looks a little bit better in the panel. Oh yeah, also, hold on. So since I punished that and I linked the report, and I was the reporter, it's gonna say that a staff member replied to your ticket to view. The report was accepted and a punishment has been issued, and thank you for creating a report. So that's what linking the ticket does. And then also linking the ticket, QCow will show in here. Oh yeah, here's that video. You can play that in here. It'll show as an attached ticket right here so that you can see all the different attached tickets. So if this player was reported, a dozen times, you can see all those reports and they serve sort of as evidence for the ban. Okay, what else do we have? Reports, history, alts, notes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and unban that. So pardon punishment. And this guy will be able to log back into the server. Hello, you are in, or I should probably do it on this account. You are an idiot. I can chat report Mr. QCow, and that'll show the chat log automatically. And then from here, we can go look at this and we can accept the report, and this will give us a interface to give a punishment. So if I wanted to say that this was antisocial, I can select the severity. I can make this a silent punishment. I can add evidence, youtube.com/123 or attach files, and then I can give a note, being mean, and send that. So I have issued a punishment and accepted the report, so that shows here that I accepted the report and that he was muted. So if I try to talk in chat, I don't know why it's, oh, there we go. I don't think that, okay. It sends you are temporarily muted, and it sends the message from the punishment type. So to explain those punishment types, you have your core punishment types, which are kick, manual ban, mute, security ban, linked ban, and blacklist. Can't really change these. These are, well, you can configure them to have different descriptions and appeal forms. But these are your main customizable types that you can add, delete, configure. These are the default ones. So say antisocial, you have a staff description. This is what it shows in the panel, what it shows in the punishment GUI. You have your player description. This is what shows here in the ban message or the mute message. And then you have your punishment options, which are if it can be alt blocking, if it can be stat wiping, if it's a single severity punishment, if it's permanent until username change or permanent until skin change. These are mostly used for inappropriate usernames or skins. And then you have your different durations. So you have severity, low, regular, severe, or it could just be one severity if you click this box. You can change the unit from seconds, minutes, hours, days, weeks, months. and you can make it either a mute or a ban, and then each severity will have a different point value assigned to it. Since these are in the social category, points will adhere to the social status thresholds. So you'll have medium, habitual, and you have low offender status, which is if they don't meet the medium offender threshold. So if you get 4 social points, which come from punishments, then you'll be elevated to a medium offender, and that'll make the punishments longer. And points will also expire after a set amount of time. And that gives me an opportunity to show the standing menu, so players can look at this and see their gameplay and social standing, and then they can also see a list of all punishments that they have received. Alright, what else? We have usage here, so you can see all the files that were uploaded as evidence, tickets, the size, you can download them, delete them, etc. You have AI usage, this is only for premium, and that would be to automatically handle chat reports. Here you have your server config, so you can change the server name to showcase or whatever your server name is. That'll display in the tab title. You have your homepage icons. This will display on the home page, so that would be showcase2.modl.gg. So this icon can be changed to your server icon, and your panel icon, that would change this image right here and the tab list icon. You can set a custom domain, so that'll make it so that you could fully customize this. Instead of showcase2.modl.gg, it would be support.yourserver.com. You can set up Discord webhooks, so it gives you notifications for every time a ticket is created or a new punishment is created. You can migrate your data from light bands. You can customize your ticket quick responses, so you have different quick response actions for different punishment types like chat report, player report, appeal, staff application, or applications, bugs, support actions, and then you have your general actions which apply to everything. You can add a new category, or you can edit these existing ones. That gives me a good opportunity. I should appeal this punishment to show you how that works. So if I go to support or showcase2.modl.gg/appeal, and I put in the punishment ID, which is Y5DX2SQE. Oh, I don't know why Mac does that. Let's see if that copied. Nope. Alright. What is it? Y5D X2 SQE. Alright, perfect. So it pulls our punishment details, and I have to submit an email address, so I will submit test@bob.com. And why should this punishment be amended? So you can edit the forms here in the punishment types and then go to appeal forms. So that would be punishment types. Since this is an antisocial mute, it would be here and then appeal form, and you can add a section, you can add a field. The fields you can add are text input, text area dropped. What is going on? Zombie. Oh. Do I have? I do not have that. I don't have that there either. He died. That is unfortunate. Game mode, creative, edit. Alright, there we go. You have your field labels, so you can change the label. You have different types, which are area, input, drop down, multiple choice, checkbox, checkboxes, file upload. And then you can make those required. You can give them a description and you can put them in different sections. Okay, so it was abuse. Submit appeal. Okay, so if you look at that here, you can check the status of this punishment appeal. It'll show that the appeal is open and that this is the appeal conversation. I can attach files to my reply. And in here, I can go to tickets and I'll see that ticket right here that's open. I'll see the punishment details for the original appeal, which is you can open the player window. You could see the type, the status, the expiry, when it was issued, when it was started, who issued it, evidence, staff notes, and the attached tickets. I can go here into staff notes and I can add a staff note to the ticket. I don't think this player should be unmuted. And then all the other staff can see that. In the official conversation, this is what the player sees on their end. If I reply hello, then that'll get updated here. Damn it. I think I have to Y5DX2SQE. Alright, there we go. I'll see it there. And let's see. I have different actions. I can pardon it. I can reduce the punishment to a certain amount of days. I can reject the appeal, which would stop them from creating any more appeals. I could say I need more information, acknowledge, follow up, or just close the ticket. Now these are all configurable as shown before. I'm going to go ahead and reduce the punishment to 1 day. Send. Alright, and we should see that here, admin has replied to your ticket has been closed, and then I replied again. You can click that to view. And my punishment now expires in 1 day. Let's see what else we have. We have your analytics. So this will be your tickets opened. You can see by category, the resolution time, closed and opened, your daily ticket trends, punishments, different punishment types, punishment trends, the top punishers, and you have your punishments list. So this will be all the punishments filtered by different categories. So these are all the active punishments. I can filter this to be all punishments. And it shows the evidence there, the time remaining, duration, all that good stuff. You can open the player window, filter by type, filter by evidence to see if there's any punishments without evidence, filter it by the different staff members, all that good stuff. You can see staff activity. So if I want to see activity details here, I can see the punishments that admin issued, the different ticket responses. I can see how active my staff have been, the average response time. Oh, and then I can also, I can roll those staff members back if they've not been doing good things. You can see logins by country. So United States is 3, player activity. These graphs don't work because it's like 1 day of, this is the time frame. So I just created the server, so the graphs aren't going to look good. You can see the proxy connections, the hosting. This is to see if there's a lot of potential bad actors. And you have your dashboard here, and this will be recently opened tickets. So you can go back to these recently issued punishments by anyone on the server, and then your assigned ticket updates. So that would be like, I could click here and I can assign a ticket to someone, so admin. And I could also add labels, so high priority, whatnot. These are customizable as well. And then I can bulk mark them as open or closed. I can also filter by different Categories, I can sort from newest to oldest. I can search. I can filter by assignee, and I can filter by label. What else do we have? Oh, and it shows that. Online players, you can filter these by longest session, least playtime, recent reports. So those are all different use cases. Like longest session is if you're trying to catch people that are potentially bots. Least playtime is a lot of cheaters don't have a lot of playtime. Recent reports, cheaters typically have a lot of reports. Recent punishments, you can see the different recent punishments issued on the network. Support tickets, right click, and you have your settings. So I feel like I'm repeating myself here. Let's see what else we have. Model help. You could create support tickets in game, apply, tell someone you're muted. I can do I am muted to tell them that I'm muted. I can do punishments, blacklist, all that good stuff. Oh yeah, you have print versions, so I can history qcow dash print. Oh, dash p. Oh yeah, there we go. So it'll show the different punishments in text if you don't want to open the GUI. I think that's the bulk of it. So I am going to, oh yeah, I'll showcase the configurability. So vim plugins model / config. You can change the different server names if it queries Mojang. This is for, you know, offline mode servers. The different locale, how often to pull, update checker, what commands should be blocked when you're muted. You can change all of the aliases for commands. So you can change like basically all the different commands as to what they actually are in game, in case you have overlap or whatnot. You have your migration config. You can change the different items that appear in the GUIs. You can change the date formatting, the time zone. You can change the entire punishment GUI, the entire report GUI. Lots of things. Let's see. Yep, that's the standing GUI you can change. And then let's see, vim plugins model locale enus. You can change basically every message from the different punishment types messages. You can change the message for each of the different ones. You can change all the player messages, the command messages, all the lores for the different menus, basically everything. And we have currently English, Dutch, Spanish, and German, I think. And we have that here too, so you can change your display name on the panel, your email, your language, and then your date formatting. And I think, oh yeah, also you have your homepage cards. So these are what you see here. You can change all of these, what the buttons do. You can create articles. Like if you want to make your rules article here, you could go knowledge base, rules and policies, add article, server rules, don't hack. And that says markdown supported. And I would go here, rules and policies, server rules, and there you have it. Alright, I think that is all for today. You have light mode and dark mode. So I hope you found this video useful, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you.